What's a cathedral for? Well, it's of course to give the bishop somewhere to sit. And that's not insignificant, because as the person who gathers the Christian community to celebrate, and it helps to have a good space for that to happen in. Those who sustain the regular pattern have a very particular responsibility to, let's put it very simply, to look as if they know what they're doing in worship. To do it with confidence, to do it with, well, let's say simply with style. To do it in a way that conveys to all God's people the impression that the worship of God is one of the most significant, life-giving, enriching things we could possibly imagine. Her experience is an experience of poverty, abuse, homelessness, dramatic displacement and suffering. And along the way, she's been helped and nurtured by a whole range of very, very unlikely people. Murderers and prostitutes among them. And she says to her husband on the last but one page, I paraphrase, but it's something like this, if God wants me in heaven, he'll have to let me let all these other people in with me. Because they're the people who've made me what I am. I can't be there without them. And that caused quite a bit of theological throat clearing in the United States, as it might in many contexts. But it's part of the force of the book, and why this sequence of books is such a wonderful set of reflections on the real tough heartland of Christian belief and practice. So, yeah, I mean, I could talk a lot about Marilyn Robinson. She's also a wonderful essayist. I acknowledge my debt here to Park End Presbyterian, across the city here. In its glory days in the 1950s, with the ministry of Rowan Williams, very great preacher. And I think had we not moved to Swansea when I was 11, I might well still be a Presbyterian, which would have saved me a lot of trouble. Wherever and whoever. It's true of the newborn baby. It's true of the San tribesmen in sub-Saharan Africa. It's true of the Regius Professor of Mathematics at Oxford. It's true of the homeless man on the corner by Tesco. All of those are turned towards this mystery of love. They are all, therefore, worthy of the deepest attention and the most consistent care. Because our duty to one another becomes a duty to release and uncover in one another that capacity for love and relationship. And the real work of liberation in our world is releasing one another's humanity, because everyone's humanity has that magnetic turn towards God, and therefore it's all to be taken seriously. What makes a really healthy democracy? What in Wales, if you like, goes with the grain of that healthy democracy? What's getting in the way? How do we create a political culture, not just create, but encourage a political culture in Wales that has at its heart principles like accountability and subsidiarity, that is, doing things at the right level, and solidarity, and awareness of common purpose, and agency, a democracy in which people feel they have a say and a voice in making a difference. Don't join us because we've got all the right answers. Don't join us because we're doing things perfectly. Join us because what we're doing is life-giving. We are here as Christians, not because we've all decided there shall be a Christian church, we've all signed up, but because we have been overtaken by a gift and a possibility so extraordinary and so beautiful that however much of a mess we're making, we can't stop coming back to it and reminding people of its depth and its glory.